access to digital content education. With respect to digital point of view, our country and the outside world, they are not the newer. They have started the digital content in 1984 onwards. In rural part of India, due to the unavailability of resources, the routine lectures are getting shared by teachers over social media platforms for the convenience of the students. In addition to this, the government also realized the restricted accessibility or various boundaries of this about the ethics and the protocols of the resources, hence the broadcast, the pre-recorded videos through television. I think we all are aware about the channels like Swam Prabha on DTH platform were made available, and radio audios lessons are aired through All India Radio. I appreciate the government of India that about such initiatives during this pandemic to accommodate border students, population that cannot appear in live online classes. So that type of digital classes on air and various mode of that delivery with respect to betterment of the students, betterment of the future leaders of our country. On the other hand, the utilization of the computer-based application at the Institute of Higher Education like us in improving the teaching learning process, providing the facilities of digital learning to the million of the students who are not avail the advantage of higher education due to the various limitations. According to me, online education due to the pandemic at one hand has enabled the masses to continue to learn while sitting at home. It has adversely affected the bonding between teacher and the students, the teacher-student associations, Guru Shishya Parambara. Learning live from teachers in the education setup, which equipped with all the related resources and the infrastructure, as well as the students who are also share their thoughts and learning carriers higher significance, especially in the context of India, because we are aware about this pandemic and the digital education suddenly, where the huge transactions have taken place from physical to the digital world. The students are still having a bent of mind to have live physical classrooms instead of the virtual environment. My dear friends, online education, which would go on to the prevail of the hybrid mode in the future as well. When I am in Singapore at that time, I realized that 40% of their delivery at that time on the virtual mode. They are more focused 60% on the practical and the skill-based environment. At one end is increasing the user's experience and provoking the vital remote learning. Physical classrooms are still desired at the core by the parent as well as by the students, who also the hone of the personality and behavioral aspects of the student from core fundamental of subjects to the knowledge. I would share the huge potential being observed in the field of hybrid studies. It is a pre-requirement of our country and the
Yes.
future leader. There is a need for perfectly managed virtual as well as the physical environment for the student. Digital textbooks, journals, resource materials, Virtual reality experience can be utilized, but at the same time, live interaction with the peers and the concerned faculty members is also desired.
True, sir. True, sir.
So it is important for all the education institutions, higher education as well as the middle education, the school level, to make digital learning more effective and elaborate at all levels. With my experience as a private sector and working with the government as well, remember only three P's. It is public private partnership. It is the one solution overcome challenge and resulted this during pandemic. So my thinking is that yes, there is a demand go with the hybrid mode for the benefit of our students because they are new users. They are the first time during this pandemic. They are the witness and follow the protocols.
Sir, you just told me about three P's to the viewer. A public-private partnership should be there. How you see the role of three P's post-COVID and how it will play a vital role to come up entire education system to a hybrid learning system? How these three P's can affect or work it out?
Uh, Shri Amiji, in fact, that is not the first time. When in 2000, earlier 2000, Unni Creation Committee at that time, they passed the norms with the private higher education system. So before 2000, there's only two states, Maharashtra and the Karnataka. They are more focused to capture the students across the country. But Unni Creation Committee passed, give the full freedom to these three P, public-private partnership, so that the maximum contribution in our country, you are surprised that around 45 to 60% contribution to the private institution in our country. And
Okay.
you are so we are so proud. We are so proud, all the private institutions or the universities, that not a premium institution in our country, I repeat from your platform, the single premium institution, all technical, all IITs, all NITs, all IIMs, they are not able to produce a single prime minister of our country or the president of our country.
True, sir.
We, the public-private universities partnership, are able to provide the skilled and more acceptable manpower across the country. Yes, after this pandemic, you realize that when many government universities are not able to conduct their examinations, but what about this private and the private niche universities? You are not heard a single applications about the private universities like our Bahra University, Amity University, Vellore University, Manipal University. But what about Delhi University? What about the other government universities? Is they are provide to such type of resource to them? I think up to that level, no. But here the public-private means all the private institutions, they are so fast to adopt guidelines, policies, guidelines given by the governments and the authorities to the private partners. Point number one. Point number two, where many institutions, I think I heard something from your side, NEP 2020. When the government of India passed this NEP 2020, during the lockdown, all private institutions are so smart and work out of the box. They are think how we apply this in our education system for the betterment for our students as well as the betterment of our nation. So that is the demand, and all this education institution right now so brilliant, so smart. Like you find that in 2000, anyone can open the university or the schools and colleges at that time, but only few sustains right now. Only 30 to 35% colleges and universities sustains from 2000 to till means for next 2 decades. So it is a very challenging role for us as well. See how we prove ourselves as the best as compared to public or as compared to the other top-notch institutions from our country as well as abroad.
Dr. Saab, you talked about the online content, Swarn Prabhara and radio and audio lessons by Government of India in your talk. So during this pandemic, what lesson should colleges or the universities take, and what about the shift of the content to online, offline to online, and what lesson we should take from this?
Abhijit, that is a very good question raised by you. In fact, you have heard about the NPTEL. The NPTEL courses designed by only IITs or NITs, and they are forced, I repeat, they are forced to adopt by the other private or institutions. And that is a private because a lot of the students and the parents approach me, we are not able to send our kids to the IITs or NITs or some NOS institutions. So they design a one content that is available to all of them free of cost. But again, there's a one clutchy point is that you take the course free of cost, but whenever you receive a certificate, you pay around 1100 rupees or 1500 rupees with GST. That is a glitch by some public forums. So we call the NPTEL. Now, there is a challenge with respect to the private institutions, like go with Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford. You're heard about the Oracle University, IBM University, Stanford University, Sun University. So they are the various online this universities, those who have give their certifications online and degree online for their staffs and other betterment of for the society. Now the concern with respect to the current pandemic situation. Yes, we have a challenge, and I request to all through your channel, all private and the other institution, please complete your at least 40% content, not during this pandemic or after pandemic, but for your future perspective, where they have the theory concept, where they have some theory classes. So you are able to deliver these theory classes 30 to 40% through online and next 60% through offline when we will resume after this pandemic. So what type of benefits you have? You have two or three different benefits. Proper utilization of the faculty members. So they are not give again and again about this storytelling theory papers. So the students, when they come from the schools to college, they brush up the concept during the academic break or during summer break. They clear their brush up and join the university. They said, sir, we are okay with 40%. Now we are more interested about the 60%. So that type of demand. So all private universities manage your hub, manage your the portfolio, manage your resources for your faculties, your staff, and your students. Not only the one, that is the one time the cost may be increased. That is the free of cost. You will use the many resources, open source or many softwares across the globe where you can store your data, store your resources for upcoming courses. Next time, every year, they will join. Same model will be adopted by the Singapore universities, NSU, or you say that about the American universities, about the European universities, all universities adopt the same type of models.
Okay. Viewers, before going for the next question from my end, I want to just tell something about Dr. Ajay Rana ji. Dr. Ajay Rana has been honored numerous awards, accreditations for his extraordinary work in field of education research. During Corona War, including Corona Warrior Award 2020, Lifetime Achievement Award, Frontrunner for Knowledge Award, Man of Academic Advisory Award, and Icon of Healthcare Award. These are the awards Dr. Ajay Rana ji has, due to some reasons why he got so much these awards, due to his social connect, people connect, and due to his not feeling a responsibility towards his community also. He works very loudly and with the community also. Sir, you are working with community, very many programs with the community. Here comes a question for this pandemic only. How to save the social space of the universities in this transformation?
You should think about various ग्रंथ that is available. रही मन यही संसार में मिलियो सब ये समान न जाने किस रूप में नारायण मिल जाए. And we are the social element. We are the social animals as well. In the education point of view, they said we are the social. So I joined MIT not as a placement or the directors or some other side, but I joined MIT as a teacher. But when I received some responsibilities, how to nurture that one organization with respect to others. So it is our responsibility to always thank our well-wishers, our the person, those who are associated with us. During this pandemic, we have opportunities. I repeat, we have opportunities because before pandemic, we have a very limited 8 hours time where we plan to visit office or come back to home, and we are only interacted with limited number of persons. But right now during pandemic, you have a platform to invite various persons, professors, Nobel laureates, or the persons, those who are useful for the students, for the faculty, and for the nation. So social connects plays a very important role in your life. That is a recognition, how they recognize your work and how they respect your system. Like suppose Bahara University. Now their social connect with us move to the globally, nation to the globally. How your acceptance level by your product means your students, not only in India, but across the globe. So that type of relationship, it is now it is our duty during this pandemic, make a strong relationship with the government, with the local government, or the outside world. Yes, Shri Amitji, social responsibilities and social connects plays a very important role for the growth of individuals like me, as well as the growth of any organization like yours, mine, and for the growth of our country. You realize that how our Honorable Prime Minister is socially connected with respect to the across globe. And right now, he is the number one with respect to various social platforms. Here I am not divert the topic from this end to that end, but that is the acceptance. That is the acceptance of a person, of our country across the globe. So that is from my side, Shri Amitji.
Okay. I think you had very correctly shared your views, sir, about how the social space of the universities to be transformation. Viewers, Dr. Ajay Rana has published more than 271 research papers and co-authors of 8 books. Why I'm telling this? The reason behind the next question is very close to his heart and very important question is also, sir, you are a teacher also. And this is a very common question we used to get from each and every way. Free and open source technologies for teachers and students. Because you can understand this thing and you can tell us what is the uses of free and open source technologies, how they can be used.
Thank you, Amitji. In fact, I'm the teacher. End of the day, if you do any administrative experience, end of the day, they will ask one question: how many publications with you, how many patents you, how many projects with you, and what about your contribution towards the education system? Now, when I complete my PhD at that time, we are not aware about the free softwares and the online softwares that are available across the globe. I'm not hesitate to share here with you when I need one software during my PhD, and I approach to the one agency that I need that software. That agency replied to me, the cost is around 10 lakh rupees. And you are surprised that Shri Amitji, it is not possible to me that buy that software. Then I approached to Nehru Place. Some of my friends said to me, go with Nehru Place and buy the software. I go to the Nehru Place and the person said to me, yes, I will give the same software for 50. I said that 50,000. or 5,000. The person give me that software at that time is only 50 rupees. So at that time, we are not aware about the facts, the opportunities and the facilities that are available in the market. My dear students, now at that time, we have no Dr. Google. When I complete my PhD, we have not Dr. Google. Now you type the one word, simple PDF, you will find my thesis from online. Whenever you need any software, go with the Dr. Google, write simple word, here I need so and so rational rows or robotic software and many software, you will find the resources. In our country, like I have discussed with NPTEL, SWAM portal, or Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri, or Vidwan, or you say that the IEEE digital, where the students get registered yourself only 500 rupees. On investing 500 rupees and you are able to access more than 17,000 online journals. So now the digital world, in this digital environment, the competitive environment, there are a lot of opportunities and the resources are available. That's why, Amitji, you heard that Tata become Tata. That is very important quote. Tata become Tata after 100 years of journey. And at that time, they are not educated. They are 12th class or they are normally graduate. Reliance become Reliance after 40 years. When Shri Dhirubhai Ambani ji established the Reliance, he is not so educated. He was not a post-doctorate or doctorate like me. But he take around 40 years to make Reliance brand name across the country. Next is about the Birla. Birla become Birla after 60 years of journey. Modi tires and all become Modi. It take around 50 years background and after they are not exist in the current market right now. Bata and all. Why? That is the person, those who are not educated so far, but you are educated. Here I take how much time the Facebook on Facebook, how much time Google become Google, how much time Twitter become Twitter, how much time take the LinkedIn become LinkedIn, Facebook, Microsoft, all, they are educated. They are the engineers. They are graduates. And Facebook on Facebook within 10 years. What is the revenue of Facebook and the Tata? What is the revenue of the Twitter and the Reliance? What is the revenue of other companies and the other companies? So they are the educate and entire the facilities may be available due to this social media, this platform, open source, facilities, how one person connect across the globe. Like the PUBG, day before yesterday, I heard the one news, the PUBG launched in our country only for Android phones, not for the iOS. So that type of technology, that type of resources are available. You know about the fight between Nokia and the Android. Now Android on the top one, but the Nokia not accept that fault, that the model, that concept. So that is our requirement, that resources, the facilities available on the market, on ample of the resources. But you should fulfill the basic requirement, basic eligibility. In this world, few person, those who are take the birth in our country by the golden spoon in their mouth, but around not all of them. And around thousands and the lakhs of the entrepreneurs, all are not successful. Few of them. And you are realize that Amitji, only 2 to 3% entrepreneurs are successful in our market.
Yes.
Just all 98%, they are come with the idea and drop their idea. So open source is like I discussed Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri. So all these resources are available in the market through Dr. Google. Use these facilities. And in fact, the current Stanford, Oxford, Harvard, they give the many certifications, like your university, my university, other organizations. But it is up to you how to use these resources for your betterment.
Okay. Sir talked about, Dr. Ajay Rana ji talked about IEEE. For my viewers, I want to update something. To my viewers, I want to just update. Just a minute, sir. To my viewers, I want to update one thing about Dr. Ajay Rana. Dr. Ajay Rana is the chairman of ANU Research Lab, executive committee member of IEEE Uttar Pradesh also. So we talked about this open source and free technologies. You talked about the online classes also. So the problem faced during online classes, that also I think our duty to discuss, and how it can be solved in future.
First, you have talked about I'm the chairman of Unresearch Lab, my dear students. Uh, there's a one challenge by my organization. They said that only the government institution gives the funding. Only the government organization gives the fund to the some institutions and some other. I changed the concept. No, sorry. The private organizations also give the grant and the funds for the betterment of the society. And during this pandemic, I received around 3.75 crore amount for to establish the research lab in the field of IoT, machine learning, and all. Now, the challenge that what we have faced as an institution or by the students or by the outside agencies. Here, the government or the accrediting agencies plays a very important role. They are so biased. They are so biased with respect to private and the government institutions. They or some other they say that give the ball in the both court. That is your thinking. If you go ahead, delivery is the most important. Otherwise, your admission may be affected. Or public means their admission may on the autopilot zone, like IITs or NITs. Have you heard any big advertisement by IIT or NITs in the big newspaper? No.
No.
They are, or central universities? No. Because they are always plays a cream role. Cream means the cream always on the top. What about the others? If we or the private or some other institutions not provide the delivery or not provide the quality, then they will suffer. Now, all private institutions at our country, like my organization, when the government declared pandemic on 23rd, 24th of March 2020, we are the first. Next, after 26, we will start our digital class. So I request to all my dear professors, teachers, and the most important, the students, you must aware about your latest technology. It is your responsibility. Avail this technology. And the government said that, okay, we are the 100% online delivery. How is possible? If the electricity or laptop literacy in our country is only 25%, how we deliver the 100% delivery to the students? From this portal, I share the one thing to Shri Amit ji. Government declare free this vaccination. Government this time closed, cancelled the 10th and 12th exam. Good, very good. And I am the first person from my portal that said, okay, marks on so and so basis. Government give the free vaccination. You are right. And the government give the free ration to all of them. Very good. What about the student point of view? Is the government give the free internet to our students? No. If the government give the free smartphone to our students? No. If the government give the free laptop to the students? No. You know that what type of challenges faced by the parents? They during this pandemic, the parents payment the fee as well as buy some smartphones and laptops for their kids. From your platform, I raised one word during my conversation with you. The government give the free internet accessibility to the students during this pandemic. Free internet, so that the students not pay annually, monthly charges to the internet facility. Second point is that free about laptop and all these things. They must arrange all these things supported by the government of India. So that is my point, Sri Amit ji. We have a lot of challenges, but if we have a facilities, you find that Amit ji, 2-year, 3-year kid, they are so smart. They play with the smartphones. They play with laptops. They play with many other things. They are so smart. If our government provide the facility like Samajwadi Party in 2012 they give the free laptops to all 12th
Yes, sir.
pass outs.
True, sir. True.
Why not the government of India give the free laptops to all 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th students? Why not the government, state government give the laptops or smartphones to all the state students or the private students? So that type or free internet. Okay, if no laptop, don't worry. Provide at least the free internet accessibility to them. That is the corporate response, social responsibility by government as well as the Bharti, Airtel, Vodafone and Idea. Why they are not provide these facilities to us? If they provide the facilities to us, then you find a tremendous change in our country, because in our country we are so learned, we are so fast to adopt the system. You are not heard a single news in the newspapers ki that university or private university the students face a lot of problems. Not a single. But you will find the problem with the some rural area, some city areas, northeast or the Kerala or south or Jammu and Kashmir. You find that the 4G service is not available in the Jammu and Kashmir many times. How the students are attend their classes through the online mode? Very tough situation. So I request to you, all my professors and the faculty members, adopt the change very fast. That is the demand. That is the demand for the future. Update yourself, update your skills, update your knowledge as per the system.
मैं सभी दर्शकों को एक चीज जरूर बोलना चाहूंगा, मैं अजय राणा जी को जो इतना अप्रिशिएट करता हूँ ना, वो इसी रीजन से करता हूँ कि वो अपनी बात स्पष्ट, सटीक, मतलब जो बात सच है वो बिल्कुल सच बात करते हैं। और डॉक्टर साहब, आपने जो बात कही है अभी कि इंटरनेट ही मेन इशू है और इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड करवाना चाहिए था गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया को, या ऑप्शंस उनको देने चाहिए थे, मैं अप्रिशिएट करूंगा। आज तक इस प्लेटफॉर्म में अभी तक ये बात किसी ने नहीं कही है।
नहीं, पूरे इंडिया में किसी ने नहीं कही है। मैं आपके
कहीं नहीं कही है डॉक्टर साहब। मैं इसीलिए आपको, मैं आज से नहीं सर, मैं लास्ट 20 ईयर से, जब से इंडस्ट्री में मैं आया हूं, मैं तब से आपको जानता हूं सर। और मैं इसीलिए आपको, मतलब आपसे हमेशा प्रेरित रहता हूं कि आप बिल्कुल सटीक सीधी बात करते हैं और बिल्कुल स्पष्ट कहते हैं कि ये, मैंने आपसे रीजन पूछा था, बट आपने जो रीजन का जो जड़ तक को आप पहुंचे ना सर, मैं रियली अप्रिशिएट करूंगा सर इसकी, आपको मैं रियली अप्रिशिएट करूंगा। और दर्शकों को भी एक चीज बताऊंगा, जिस स्पष्टता से सर ने अपनी बात को रखा है रिगार्डिंग कि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का मेन इशू क्या, कोई बोलता है सॉफ्टवेयर, कोई बोलता है किसी, बट सर ने एक चीज बहुत सही और अच्छी कही, और रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये आगे तक पहुंचानी चाहिए हमें, कि इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड करना है बच्चों को और स्मार्टफोन और लैपटॉप। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही बात है सर, इसके साथ मैं एग्रीड हूँ आपके साथ सर इस पॉइंट पे। थैंक्स सर। सर
नहीं, आप राशन फ्री दे रहे हो, आप जो है कपड़े फ्री दे रहे हो, अपने पॉलिटिकल फायदा आप कर रहे हो। अब राशन किसे मिल रहा है? आपने मेरे पास, मेरे घर में, इनफैक्ट आई एम शेयर ऑनेस्ट विद यू, इन माय होम माय काम वाली मेड सेड टू मी, भैया वी आर नॉट अवेल द अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना। अब उसमें उन्होंने कंडीशन रखी है कि प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना उन्हीं को मिलेगी जिनके पास पेरेंटल प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है। इफ यू हैव द पेरेंटल प्रॉपर्टी एट योर हैंड, so they will not give the benefit to you. Yes. But why you are not, if you spend around 2 lakh rupees, 4 lakh rupees on Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, if you give the free of cost, there's a ration around 500 rupees per day to the one family or two family or one person, why you not provide around 20 rupees internet connection free of cost to our kids? You only support Aadhaar card, okay, I have 2 kids, so you are able to access around that type of internet accessibility free of cost at your family. That's why make a digital India. That's why make a पढ़ेगा इंडिया, तभी तो बढ़ेगा इंडिया। तो if बढ़ेगा और पढ़ेगा नहीं तो कुछ ही कुछ बढ़ेंगे। बड़ा अमीर और अमीर होगा और गरीब होता जाएगा। But important point is that sir, बहुत से लोग जो आप देखते हैं ना, कि मैं एक बात के बहुत खिलाफ हूँ इस प्लेटफॉर्म से। लोग बात बोलते हैं कि एक कोटा होता है, वो IAS कोटा से बन जाता है, IPS बन जाता है, उसको पढ़ाई मिल जाती है। अरे IPS IAS और ऐसे थोड़ा बन जाएगा, वो जाके ट्रेनिंग लेगा। पहले वो एम्स में जाएगा तो उसको 4 साल 5 साल ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी, वो अच्छा आदमी बनेगा। उसको पढ़ाने वाले भी वही प्रोफेसर हैं, वो फैकल्टीज हैं। अब हम बड़े हो गए हैं, मेच्योर हो गए हैं, हमें फाइट में नहीं रुकना है, फाइट नहीं करनी है ये कोटा वो कोटा ये कोटा वो कोटा, हमें फाइट करनी है अबाउट द फैसिलिटीज। अगर वो एक आदमी कोटा लेके वहां तक पहुंचा है, वो आईएएस बना है, आईपीएस बना है, तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने उस पर बहुत हैवी इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, डिलीवरी दी है। द गवर्नमेंट हैव ट्रेन दैट पर्सन अप टू द मार्क for spend at least 1 year with him or her to make a good citizen of our country. That's why I'm so proud when I interact with many persons. As a teacher, I have no caste, no religions. I respect Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, and all. As a teacher, we have no religions at all, but we should respect the persons who are our leaders, who are the super persons, those who lead us, educate us. So that is from my side.
सर, ये सभी देखते हैं कि आपने बिल्कुल ठीक कहा कि वो आईएएस बन गया, यहाँ से कोटे से बना है, इससे बना है, वो बात अपनी जगह सही है, बट कोई ये नहीं जानता कि यदि आपने शुरू अभी बीच में एक चीज कही थी, टाटा बिकम टाटा इन 100 years of journey, रिलायंस बिकम रिलायंस इन 40 years of journey। बट कोई जाके पूछेगा रतन टाटा जी से कि उनका पेन क्या था, मुकेश अंबानी जी से पूछेगा कि उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम फेस करके वो आज रिलायंस रन कर रहे हैं, वो जो पेन एरिया है, वो जो जर्नी है, उनकी टफ टाइम्स की जर्नी है, जो जिस वजह से आज जहाँ खड़े हैं, जो टफ टाइम उन्होंने निकाला है, तो उस चीज को भी तो हमें महसूस करना पड़ेगा। सिर्फ
अमित जी, बहुत से लोग क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि आप जिंदगी में क्या बनना चाहते हो, तो बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं मैं रतन टाटा बनना चाहता हूँ, बहुत से बोलते हैं मैं अपने बच्चों को बोलते हैं मैं शाहरुख खान बनना चाहता हूँ, कोई बोलता है कि मैं जो है वो मुकेश अंबानी बनना चाहता हूँ। अरे मैं कहता हूँ, कोई ये कहता है कि मैं मुकेश अंबानी का बाप बनना चाहता हूँ, किसी ने कहा आज तक? कोई धीरू अंबानी भाई ने कोई नहीं बनना चाहता होगा। अरे धीरू भाई अंबानी बन के देखो कितना मजा आएगा। आप मुकेश अंबानी आज की उम्र में नहीं बन सकते, सॉरी। वो कुछ लोग होते हैं जो आगे ऐसे पहले इतनी प्रॉपर्टी मिलनी चाहिए, बट आप कभी धीरू भाई अंबानी बन सकते हो। यस, बिकॉज धीरू भाई अंबानी बनने में आपको मजा है, उतनी एसेट्स आप जोड़ सकते हो, एथिक्स, वैल्यूज, संस्कार, एनवायरमेंट, चैलेंजेस। Is the same type of challenges faced by Mukesh Ambani or Reliance Ambani? No, not at all. They have the parental property. They have received that equal property by two brothers. And same is about the Ratan Tata. You know the Ratan Tata at that time when he started his career, he is a failure man. He gave the one textile company, but that was not in the profit at that time. Moved to the other company, not a profit at that time. Then again, moved to the third company. Okay, that is a profitable. Now, Shri Ratan Tata ji make a credit. Okay, now I start new venture capitalist. Nano. If Nano, Ratan Tata ji at that time not said the one word, Garibo ki car. That's why whenever any person move on that car, they say, okay, they are the Garib person. So that's the one statement changed the entire business. So my request to you, you are right, Shri Amit ji, for all audience, please accept this pandemic as an opportunity. That is your great opportunity. You are full time. After my marriage, I'm not spent at least 2 years with my wife or my kids. That is the first time I spent at least 2 years with my family. I have spent around, give the full time to my kids and give the justification to my organization that my efficiency will increase, that was increased higher as compared to my organization. I attend around 7 to 8 meetings in a day, that back to back. But what about my day-to-day life? Next to max 2 or 3 meetings. But right now I arrange around 7 to 8 meetings in a day. Give the full justification, full honesty towards my organization that I give the 100% to my duties and responsibilities.
Viewers, this we talked about his education part, what Dr. Ajay Rana is contributing to the society, how, his views, his academic things. But I want to tell one thing, why he is called pioneer. Dr. Ajay Rana is called pioneer for bringing industry academia very close to the system. And I think I can say clearly to all my viewers, he is the first person in the industry, education industry, who brings entire industries to his campuses and showed a revolution to all the universities. And it's a milestone where we have also learned how to bring the industry to the academia and how to run the show, how to make intellectuals and how to make the students ready for the industry. Sir, this is the biggest contribution of yours to the education system. So from this question, from here only a question comes: how you see the future after post pandemic? How this industry academia relationship will strengthen more, and what fruitful result we see in future?
Abhijit, in fact, recognition of any organization, like persons make any organization not make any person. So any individuals, those who are associated with any, I'm with Amity for last 20 years.
Yes.
Sometimes we have faced a lot of challenges like our age parameters and all these things. Now, point is that all 700 companies visit my campus to recruit our students last year for graduates. Now, point is that why these companies consider Amity or some others, not due to that we are the best. Sorry, that is recognition by our students. How was our product? So, any organization or my organization is Amity due to not about the world-class infrastructure or the facilities. That is our responsibility to provide the facilities as that we are committed to the parents, committed to the nation, and committed to the local government. But the organizations, those who visit our campus to recruit them, they are so smart, so high. If we are not able to provide the quality, they will visit the 1 year, next time say, okay, thank you, bye-bye.
True,
So
sir.
Amity is Amity due to our product and our students. Same, I request any organization, if you take care about your product, take care about your faculties, and take care about your outgoing students and how to engage the students coming back. Now, the point your question is that during pandemic, that was not a single effect on the campus hiring. That effect may be only and only for those who are not doing anything in the organization. They are only visit the organization during before the pandemic on the time pass and 8 hours and 9 hours of services. They are affected. But those who work beyond the boundaries, those who work day and night, those who work out of the box, they are not suffering. So this year as well, 2020-21, many big organizations, they have a requirement. Many big organizations, they have the about the existing requirement for the future. But my dear students, it is up to you. They have this time, they have many options. They have the many options that are available to your college as well as your competitors' college. They have enough time to judge or check your capabilities with your peers. So now be honest, be transparent, and be 1 point ethics, values, and sanskar during your interview. So there's no impact on the campus hiring. I repeat, there's no impact on the campus hiring like from the college recruitments. All big names. I have received the requirement for 2020-22 passing out batch, and we will start our process from July onwards. So that type of requirement, see that they have a requirement, but is we are able to provide a skilled manpower, is we are able to provide our product that is acceptable by that organization as per their expectations. So don't panic about you. Yes, that may be affected about the higher level and the middle level, and only for those who are not doing anything. Many organizations invite me, in fact, from this forum, like government and the private, as a post of vice chancellor. Many organizations like Bihar or many other universities, they invite me for the post of so and so. Why? How it is up? Because I'm productive. They invite me. My organization also, but I'm not denied to anyone. So concern is that, my dear friends, do your best. Do your best with respect to this pandemic and present yourself that you are the best person on the earth. If you have any doubt that you are not best, there's the one judge who check your capabilities and give you the honest feedback. Please अपनी मदर के पास जाओ, उनसे पूछो मम्मा मैं कैसा हूँ. वो बोलेंगे तो दुनिया का सबसे अजूबा और सबसे करोड़ों में एक माँ का सबसे प्यारा बच्चा है.
बिल्कुल सही.
ब्यूटीफुल, तुमसे अच्छा दुनिया में कोई नहीं है.
कोई नहीं होता.
वो आपकी माँ है, उससे जरूर पूछो. So your mother was a creator. give the honest feedback to you. Father से मत पूछना, पापा तो हमेशा बड़ी बड़ी बातें सुनना चाहते हैं, वो चाहते हैं कि हाँ पापा बहुत अच्छे हो, वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट फादर हो, बेस्ट ये हो, वो बोलेंगे कितने पैसा चाहिए, वो आपसे बड़े प्यार से आपको पैसा दे देंगे, पर्स खाली कर देंगे. But your mother gives the honest feedback, and she said you are the best person on the earth. So my dear friend, if your mother said that you are the best on 510 crore and on the earth, why you lose your confidence? You are the best. So, but your judgment, your projection, like a Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means not about the machinery Yuga. Kal Purjo ka Yuga, not sorry. Kali Yuga means Kala ka Yuga, your way of expression, your way of presentation, and how to convert your idea in front of your outsider, in front of your person. So do your best. Don't be panic. All colleges in our country, they are able to produce a best manpower, best resources across various industries, but it is your responsibility to prove yourself uh, for the betterment of your family.
Well, well said, Dr. Ajay. Well said. This is this is a saying by Dr. Ajay Rana ji. Be honest, be transparent, do your best, and prove yourself. I think this is what Sir has said. Sir, we have a tradition in my show, in talk show. We conclude. We ask to conclude our speaker only to conclude the entire show. Before going for this, I just want to tell my viewers one thing more about you. Dr. Ajay Rana got the award for his most influential 100 directors of India. Why I'm telling this now? The reason behind you hear from Dr. Ajay Saab, his views on each and everything, and why he got this award. Now you can understand why I not tell everything in starting, because I want to tell these things in small intervals, slowly and slowly, so that you can understand why he is most influential, why he got the award for most influential 100 directors of India. This is the reason. Dr. Saab, now it's up to you. You can conclude the show, sir.
Thank you, Shri Amitji. To conclude my today's address, I would like to convey a joint message for the student stepping out from the schools and are planning to the entire world of higher education. In the time of pandemic, the student must access about this to understand the quality of education, which is being imparted especially in the virtual mode, and the outcome of pursuing the degree program from the university. When the student take decision to join any university, there are certain adhering facts which motivates him or her further. So that message for the universities as per the expectations by the students. Like number one is the world-class infrastructure, international faculty, and variation in culture. The point number two, I touch with the rich alumni base or pool of established alumni, whichever way it can be seen, to always respect your product, to always faith on your product and invite your product time to time when and then required. Third point is about the career progression, your higher compensation or entrepreneurial ventures. The next is about international exposure with the freedom to live. And the last one is about, fifth one is the societal presence and the promotions. Therefore, it is important for a university or college to work on the above parameters, and the student should look forward to gain insight over them. This would help to gain confidence over the academic institutions. In addition to the above parameters, the university also need to work on the content and the quality of delivery by the faculty, at their end, because this time not the student watched the lectures, the digital, but their parents, their guardians also see the lectures and the type of delivery. There is a need to make online learning environment more engaging and goal oriented. I repeat, goal oriented. Should be beyond the unidirectional delivery of lectures. Some points for my worthy faculty members, esteemed colleagues. It is impossible to memorize all the available human knowledge. So education is no longer to memorize the fact and answering the test question, but about applying knowledge to the real life solution and knowing where to find reliable information. The teacher may not have all answers. You are not a genius that you have the all answers. The teachers in the blends learning environment to provide the guidance and support act as a decision moderators and give direction to feedback to the student projects, but are no longer on online. Only the sources of knowledge, a typical top-down structure. And for dear student and the college universities are not only place where you can learn, now will to stop learning once you have graduated. Educating yourself in a continuous process that follow you everywhere. Amit, thank you so much providing this opportunity to interact with the Bahara family. My best wishes to all esteemed students, and it's my honor that I'm here to share my views and hope so that I'm justify with your expectations with me. And thank you, the IT team, those who helped me and connect me with this social media platform. And again, Shri Amitji, I have no words to say thank to you. Many parents, they have their views is that his or her son and one day become the top leaders. But as a teacher, we always feel more proud how our colleagues, brothers and sisters, my sons like you are my brother, we always seen our image, our expectations from you, Shri Amitji, and we are so proud that you are doing your best with respect to Bharat University. Coming my regard to your esteemed colleagues, faculty members, and the Honorable Chairman and the Vice President of your. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming to Riyadh Bara Connect Season 3, Chapter 9. And on behalf of Riyadh Bara family, I thank you again for sparing your valuable time with us and giving and talking from each and every point of technical and higher education post-COVID world, starting from the hybrid learning, shifting to online, how the social transformation, social space. You talked about the problem faced on online teaching. Thanks, sir, for coming with us and for this show. Viewers, this is Dr. Ajay Rana is with me. He talked about many things you also have heard, and why in this talk show also I clearly mentioned he is known for his innovations, his the way he put his thoughts. He is one of the legends whom I know, and really he is a legend in education industry. I know him. The reason he is a person who bring down academia to the industry to the academia very closer and work together, and he showed what transformation we can make taking corporate houses to the universities. Thanks for watching this talk show. We will reconnect on 25th at 1:30 p.m. with Dr. Ravinder Garg on entrepreneurship and incubation centers. We will talk to him in next talk show on 25th June at 1:30. Thanks. Stay safe. Stay happy.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will reconnect on 25th at 1:30 p.m. with Dr. on entrepreneurship and incubation center. We will talk to him in next talk show on 25th June at 1:30. And stay safe,
Thank
stay
you.
happy.
Thank you all. Thank you.